Hey everybody, today I want to show you this journal that I've created using just a plain old journal I found at my local store and these fun chipboard elements from Expressions Crafts out of India. These chipboard elements are really quite thick and they hold up to any kind of products you want to use it, whether it be paint or ink or stamps. So let's get started. Because of the design on this notebook that I found, I'm going to paint it with some black gesso. I don't want the pattern that's on there to show through. And I just put a layer of wax paper between my pages so that I don't get the gesso on anything else. Now you can basically run this all the way through to your edges. If you want to take the book apart, you can, but I find that sometimes the books tend to not go together as easily as they came apart. So I'm just going to leave it in place and I'm just going to paint on my gesso. Now as you can see, the gesso has basically covered the pattern print that was there, which is great. So I'm just going to let that dry and I'm going to work on my chipboard elements. I'm going to use I believe there are three sizes in this package. So you end up with 6 different pieces if you pull apart the centers. So I'm going to use the middle one. And again, I'm not quite sure how it's going to evolve, but I'm just going to paint it with black gesso. And I'm going to cover both sides because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. And we'll see how it turns out. As you can see, the chipboard really takes the gesso, which is really nice. So just one coat is really all you're going to need. Now the chipboard element covers really quickly in one pass, so I'm just going to let this dry and then decide how I'm going to proceed with my project. Then I'm simply going to use baby wipes and clean up the mess that I made. Now that the book is dry, I'm going to use one of the Expressions Crafts stencils to add some detailing to my book. I'm going to use some molding paste. And I'm just going to fill in some of the areas. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking to add a little bit of dimension, which is ultimately going to be colored. These stencils are great. They're nice and sturdy. They're definitely not flimsy and they work really well. There you go. Just wanted a little bit of dimension on that. So once that dries, we'll be adding some color. I'm now going to add some color with some fireworks sprays by Imagine. This one that I'm using is Tangelo. The black background is really going to make these colors pop. The next color I'm going to be using is Summer Joy. And the last color is Pear Tart. Now I'm not doing these in any particular fashion, just adding some touch of color. Now while I wait for those to dry, I'm also going to spray the chipboard frame. Again, some Tangelo, some Summer Sky, and some Pear Tart. I'm going to let these dry before I continue further. You can see, look how pretty those colors are. Now I'm using one of the butterflies from the Expressions Crafts stamps. This butterfly stamp is pretty. Got some nice little phrases in here. Very good quality on a nice backing. I'm going to randomly stamp the butterflies around the cover. Again, I'm not looking for perfection. just wants the appearance of butterflies flying. Now I'm doing these in black ink, so they're really not going to show very much on the cover, and that's absolutely fine. I want the appearance or the illusion that they are there. Alright, so now I'm going to add embossing powder, and I'm going to heat set them. Now the butterflies have been embossed, I'm going to adhere my chipboard element to my front cover. I want it on a slight angle, just to give it a little bit more of an impact. Now this will set pretty good, and in the meantime I've die cut some elements from foil that I want to add. I've got some butterflies, I've got some leaves, and I have a glittery flower for my stash. So I'm just going to adhere all these elements together. And once I put them down, I'll decide really where they're going to be going. These elements just give a little bit more texture to my book. Now, also included in the stamp set are some wonderful phrases and sentiments that can be used. So I've stamped out, "Don't let your dream fly away." I think this is going to look perfect here amongst the butterflies. And there you have it. Basically someone's book of dreams. Keep it for yourself or give it to someone special. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please visit the Expression Crafts blog, which I will list in the credits. And I hope to see you back soon. Thank you.